What's up, you guys? This is Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm doing a sort of like a deck profile here. One of you guys asked for a Elemental Hero deck profile. I'll let you know it's an old school one. It's like a GX style one. It's not really meant for like the meta of today, but it's a fun deck. Eddie, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. Guys, anytime you guys have any suggestions or requests, please let me know. I'd be happy to do it if I can. So let's get into the deck. Starting with the monsters, got 2 Elemental Hero Sparkman, good 1600 monster, light target for your Shining. Elemental Hero Wildheart, I don't see a lot of these in E-Hero decks, but I love this card because if you can get like a free hit in, it's unaffected by traps. Any Elemental Hero in this deck is a target for a fusion monster, and he's just a good rank 4, solid 1500. You could just kind of hit him in the face with it and not worry about the traps. 2 Clayman to give you some defense. You're gonna need it. This deck, you'll kind of run out of your hand a lot in this deck. Just because, I mean, even just Polymerization and 2 cards, there's 3 cards, you're -3 right there. So it's kind of a hard deck to run without getting hit. So he kind of gives you good defense from, maybe a hit or 2. A good rank 4 monster too. Solid 2000 defense. 2 Burstinatrix to make any E-Hero monster you want. This is a fusion target. Cool thing about this deck, if you wanted it to make it for more modern, a lot of rank 3, rank 4 guys that you could exceed easily with this deck. Obviously, you're not going to be doing a lot of damage with Burstinatrix, but cool fusions you can make with her. Avian, same deal. He's there for a fusion target. He's there to make Phoenix Enforcer. He's there to make Flame Wingman. He could be used for Shining. He could be used for Vision Hero. So just 2 of each of these guys because they can become a dead draw. Elemental Hero Prisma, I love this card. It's very versatile. Its effect is once per turn you can reveal 1 fusion monster from your extra deck, then send 1 of the fusion material monsters listed on the card from your main deck to your graveyard. This card's name becomes the sent monster's name until end phase. This is a good card to top deck, good light target, 1700 attack, can get you out of a tight spot. It's a good tech card. Stratos, this is like a must. You really should run like 2 or 3 of him. I just have 1 though. Good card. When you summon him, you can destroy spell or trap cards on the field up to the number of hero monsters you control, and that could be on your opponent's side of the field or yours, as far as the cards that you destroy. Or you can add 1 hero monster from your deck to your hand. Good card. Level 4, 1800 attack. Awesome card. You should run 2 or 3. Blade Edge, usually I wouldn't run him, but he's there for a couple fusions. Elemental Hero Plasma Vice, I really like him. I'll show you him in a bit. Elemental Hero Wild Edge. If you can Monster Reborn him after, Polymerization and then Monster Reborn, you bring him out with whatever you just polymerized. It's a cool little combo. He does piercing damage, that's his effect. So the difference between the attack and defense goes to your opponent's life point. So, I mean, cool card. It can be a dead draw, though. King of the Swamp, I love this guy. I think you should run 2. You can substitute this card for any 1 fusion material monster, and when you do, the other fusion material monster must be the correct one. Discard this card from your hand, basically to just get a free polymerization. And then you shuffle your deck. So, good card. If you need a polymerization of your deck, he's there. If you have, there's a lot of times where like, oh man, I just need that 1 other monster that I can fuse with. Well, he can take the place of anything, so cool card. Sangan to get you, it's more of a search for your fusion targets. Pretty much our E-Heroes are under 1500, almost all of them. Your Avians, your Burstinatrix, stuff like that. Or King of the Swamp, or you can use it to get this guy, Rottweiler. He's not that great, but he comes in handy. When this card is destroyed as a result of battle, you get a Polymerization and Elemental Hero that was used for a fusion from your graveyard into your hand. So towards the end of the match, he's a good card to use. Okay, don't get mad at me. Magician of Fate's in here. This is an old deck. I wasn't using this for like competitive. This is just for fun. Forgot this guy's in here. Sub him out. Put King of the Swamp instead of him, or Stratos instead of him. Just throw him out. Exiled Force. I love this card. If you're in a tight spot, these E-Hero monsters, before they're fused, they're all pretty weak. So, I mean, if you can just summon him, tribute him to pop one of your, opponent's big monsters, that'll help. Okay, this guy's crucial. You might want two. I think one's fine. Morphing Jar. You are going to run out of your hand a lot. You summon a monster, set 2, and then you fuse, and then you have no cards in your hand already. So, I mean, when he's flipped, both players discard their hands, and both players draw 5 cards. And more often than not, because you have such an empty hand, your opponent's going to be losing more cards. Like, he's probably more often going to have 3 to 5 cards, and you're going to have, 1 or nothing. So, it'll usually frustrate them and benefit you, so good card. Alright, getting into the spells. 2 E-Emergency Calls to get what you want faster. You get 1 Elemental Hero monster from your deck to your hand. Doesn't have to be level 4 or lower or anything like that. It's just any Elemental Hero. Rhoda, same thing. You need to search a lot in here because if you can't get to your guys quickly, you can only stall so much before they hit you. 2 Polymerizations, it's a fusion deck, so you need these. 3 is overkill because it'll be a dead draw. Fusion Recovery kind of acts like another Polymerization because it does what Rottweiler does. You get 1 Polymerization and 1 Fusion Material monster that was used for a fusion summon, add them to your hand. So that could be a good top deck card. Skyscraper, because your Elemental Heroes are weak, if they have... basically, when you attack, it gives your monster, your Elemental Hero, 1,000 during the battle step, or the damage step. So if I have, I don't know, Avion, who's only 1,000, and they have a Vorse Raider that has 1,900, I could attack, and then Skyscraper will come in, and then, I'll beat him and inflict 100 damage. So that's a decent card. Swords, I know people don't like running swords. I would almost run 2 swords because you just want to protect yourself long enough till you can get your fusion guys out there and do some serious damage, because all the fusion monsters have effects that are essentially their own kind of traps, so, I mean, swords to set up just a little bit can really save you. Monster Reborn, to get back any of your guys if you need a fusion target and you don't have Miracle Fusion, to get a big guy like Blade Edge or something like that, or Stratos or something. This is a staple. Skyscraper 2 Hero City. Once per turn during your main phase, you can special summon 1 Elemental Hero monster from your graveyard that was destroyed by battle. So again, getting your guys out there, giving yourself protection, giving yourself fusion targets. 1 MST, I'd probably run 2. I would change this deck a lot. If I was trying to be really competitive, I would add Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, all that stuff like that. This is more just like a fun version of the deck to play with friends. Miracle Fusion, again, E-Heroes is a good deck. I mean, it's not like this style where you can use all your guys. It's more of like a Bubble Beat Down or like a Shining kind of deck where, you probably have 3 Miracle Fusions and all you're going for is your Elemental Hero Shining, and that's your big boss monster. So this guy, I mean, he can. This is like a polymerization that works with guys in your hand, field, or graveyard. So, good card. Torrential Tribute, probably I don't know about my favorite, but one of the best combos in this deck is summon Elemental Hero Wildheart, and then flip Torrential Tribute, and he's unaffected by traps. So even if you have 2, it'd be better, and you can just wipe the field. And he's the only one, and he's unaffected by traps, so you can attack without worrying. So you can attack for game, or if you can Monster Born another guy and exceeds whatever you do, it's good combo. This card, Scrap Iron Scarecrow. This is going to be a trap heavy deck, a lot more than usual because you need the protection for this deck. Scrap Iron Scarecrow, I love this card. I don't know why it's not used more. I mean, I know MST's out there, but just being able to block an attack and set it, and people don't use it, so people aren't really ready for it anymore. And then it just buys you. It's like, I don't know, it's just like having another monster out there. It's like a Spirit Reaper almost. I love this card. Mirror Force, get you out of a lot of jams. Use it when their field is kind of built up. Unless they just keep beating you with 1 or 2 guys. But when they get like 3 or 4 guys out there, that's when you use it. And then you go into Wildheart or something like that and attack them. Liberty at Last. This came in like a video game, I think. I like this card. I don't know. No one used it. When a monster you control is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, target 2 face-up monsters on the field. Shuffle those targets in the deck. That'll kill like Xyz because it's not destroying. It's just removing it. It's shuffling it into the deck. So like Zen Mains is gone, or like whatever they have. This is a good card. You just lose like a Burstinatrix or anything that doesn't really, I don't know, mean that much to you right now, and then you get rid of 2 of their big monsters, or good card. Solemn Judgment, you're just gonna have to time it right. When they're about to get going, use it on whatever is gonna get their whole loop started, or something. If you're about to finally get out your fusion or something like that, use this to make sure they can't get to it, but use it wisely. Trap Hole, replace it for a Bottomless Trap Hole. This card's a little outdated, but yeah, Bottomless Trap Hole every day. Sakuretsu Armor, again, protection, get rid of their monsters. That's what this deck kind of is. It's just defense until you can get your guys out there, and once you do, you just have such an advantage. And the last card I got in a value pack, and I've never seen it before, and I've never seen anyone else use it. Paradox Fusion. Activate by removing one face-up fusion monster you control from play. Negate the activation of a spell or trap card or the special summon of a monster and destroy that card. During your second end phase, return the removed fusion to the field and face-up attack. So, I don't know, if they're about to go into something big or they dark hole or something like that, remove your fusion monster. And this deck has so many traps and Swords of Revealing Light and stuff like that where you can survive for 2 turns until you bring him back. It's just, I mean, don't use it like all the time, but there's gonna be there's times to use it, and it's won me a couple duels. So, all right, now let's get into the extra deck, the fusion monsters. Elemental Hero Flame Wingman, cool card. Must be fusion summoned, cannot be special summoned any other ways. When this card destroys a monster by battle, it inflicts whatever you destroyed's attack to your opponent. So, cool card, 2100 attack. That's Avian and Burstinatrix. And the other version of that, the Aster Phoenix version, Elemental Hero Phoenix Enforcer, 2100 attack, and he can't be destroyed by battle. Same thing, Burstinatrix and Avian, cool card. I mean, like a strong Spirit Reaper without the discard effect. So that's cool. Elemental Hero Tempest, Avian, Sparkman, and Bubbleman. Now I don't have Bubbleman in this deck, but that's why you have guys like King of the Swamp, because they can. I have cards in here where I don't even have the fusion material I need, but King of the Swamp can sub for it. This card cannot be special summoned, by sending one card except from this card from your side of the field to the graveyard. Select one monster on your side of the field, and when this card is face up on the field, the selected monster is not destroyed by battle. So, I mean, if you have something with equal attack, use this, send a card from your side of the field, and your other card can attack it, and usually they would kill each other, but just that one will die. And then he can attack directly for a big shot or for a game. Elemental Hero Necroid Shaman. This is Wildheart and Necroshade. You can use King of the Swamp for Necroshade. When this card is special summon, destroy one monster on your opponent's side of the field. Then select one monster on your opponent's side in the graveyard and special summon it to your opponent's side of the field. Use the effect to kill the big monster, and then revive like a really small monster and attack it, and they'll lose, 1,500 life points or something. It's more better for its effect where it just destroys a monster. I mean, the cool thing about this deck is all the fusions. There's like an effect for every situation that'll help you get out of a jam. Wild Edge, that's Wildheart and Edgeman. Can attack all monsters on your opponent's side of the field. So that's big. It's 2,600. Not much is gonna get over it. So you can just, even if they have a full field, just boom, boom, boom. Or if they have scapegoat or stupid tokens or anything like that. If you have Skyscraper out here with Gores, if they have Gores up in a token, you can have Skyscraper. Skyscraper is going to make this guy 3,600, and Gores will be at 2,700. Attack it, kill it, and then you can attack again, attack its token. So, good card. Elemental Hero Rampart Blaster, that's Burstinatrix and Clayman. Basically, when you have this guy in defense mode, he has 2,500 defense. He can attack directly for half his attack, which is 2,000. So you can attack directly with 1,000, and he's in defense, and he's got 2,500. Hard to kill. So that could be helpful. It's like a conservative, aggressive card. Elemental Hero Thunder Giant. By discarding one card from your hand, select and destroy one face-up monster on the field with original attack that is less than the attack of this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. Plasma Vice is like kind of the same thing. So discard a card, weaker monster, hit him in the face. There he is, Plasma Vice. I love this card. Same thing, discard a card, destroy a monster with a lower attack. But this guy also does piercing battle damage. So if they have guys, if he's trying to hide behind defense monsters, you can just do piercing battle damage. Vision Hero Adoration. I love this card because any 2 hero monsters make it. So really you just need one and King of the Swamp or any 2 hero monsters you have. Once per turn, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls and one face-up hero monster you control, except this card. And the opponent's targeted monster loses attack and defense equal to the attack of your targeted monster. So basically just their opponent loses attack equal to whatever other cards you have. So then that card can kill it, and this guy can attack directly. And then Elemental Hero the Shining. If you want to make a real competitive Elemental Hero deck, if you want it to be, you want to go to turns and stuff, make either Bubble Beatdown deck, which I don't like, or just Elemental Hero the Shining deck. Get 3 Miracle Fusions, get 3 of these guys. This card gains 300 attack for each of your banished monsters, which would be, when you use Miracle Fusion, they get banished, so that's how you get him up there. And the area is 2600, so, I mean, automatically he'd be at, like, 32. When this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, you can target up to 2 of your banished monsters and add them to your hand. Now, if you have another Miracle Fusion, you just do the same thing, and if you have another one, bring him back out and just keep looping it. Or a regular Polymerization and go into any of these other fusion monsters. So that's it for the Elemental Hero deck. There's a lot of better cards. Elemental Hero Heat is out there. That's a good card. This is just the one I run, and Eddie, I wanted to show you some possibilities. It's a fun deck. If you're just playing with friends and stuff, or even like locals, it's a fun deck. It's not going to be very competitive in like regionals or YCS or anything like that. But if you're just looking to have fun with Elemental Heroes, if you like Jaden and the whole GX was my favorite series. So it's a fun deck. All these fusion monsters have a purpose. Every card has a purpose. It's just timing, and the deck's kind of inconsistent. But there's cards out there to make it better. Sub out Trap Hole for Bottomless and stuff. Put in Heavy Storm. Put in Dark Hole. Maybe Absolute Zero in here would be good. So Eddie, the rest of you guys that subscribed, thank you so much. Thank you guys for supporting me and trying to get this channel going. The giveaway, we gained like 10 subscribers in the last day, which was awesome. And I know that's because you guys are sharing and stuff like that, and that means so much to me. So here is how it's gonna go for the giveaway. If by March we have 25 subscribers, at least 25 subscribers, I'll be giving away like a special edition box, right, with 3 packs and a rare or something like that, or 3 packs. I'll contact the winner. It'll be random. Has to be a subscriber, has to like and favorite. It'll be a special edition box or something. I'll talk to whoever wins, and we'll kind of figure it out. But if we get, I'm gonna say, if we get 50 subscribers, I'll give out a box. Since we're just starting, I'll give out a booster box. That one will be of my choosing. And then, but for months going on, what I want to do is for every 25 we gain, I'll give out packs or multiple packs, and then if there's like 50, a special edition box, and if we can get to 100, I'll be giving out a big booster box. So comment, like, subscribe, get your friends to subscribe, guys. I really want to do this. This is fun. And I want to bring you guys videos. I want to be able to open stuff for you and do deck profiles and whatever requests you guys have. Thank you so much for subscribing already and spreading the word. Alright, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'll be back soon with a trade binder video, hopefully. Alright, thank you guys. Bye.